Belinda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of Living with It, written by Bev Aisbett and read by Miranda Nation.
Hello, this is Bev, and this is the original introduction to Living with It. I first encountered my it on a glorious blue day in Sydney, on what was meant to be a pleasant weekend visit to attend the Australian National Cartoonists Awards, the Stanleys. The sky was a flawless canopy, the yachts bobbed cheerily in the harbour, tourists snapped photos of smiling friends on the foreshore, and there I stood, struck dumb by the enormity of what I was experiencing. Most people who suffer panic syndrome, and suffer is the word, remember their first panic attack. It is overwhelming, utterly terrifying, and remains etched on the memory for a long time afterwards. Hence, a pattern develops, as this book shows. In the months that followed this initial attack, I was to return again and again to sources of reassurance, support, and understanding that would eventually steer me out of the troubled, turbulent waters of this condition and back into the real world. In doing so, and in line with my chosen profession, I decided to create a handbook that would provide a ready guide in a patient's language to those same sources of help that saw me through this debilitating ailment. As a survivor, I now pass on to fellow sufferers the kind of information and practices that were of great assistance to me, and in a form that will hopefully convey this information quickly, simply, and with gentle disarmament, i.e. the cartoon. My message to all panic people is this: I know how you feel, and you will be well again. This book is testimony to that. To those of you who may believe that your it is far more fearsome than mine, while this is no competition, and if it were, what a useless one, let me assure you that my it woke me every day to the same tears and tremors and terrors that you may be feeling right now. My thanks is beyond measure to all those who stood by me, and in particular to one stranger who, without question or dismay, came to the aid of this bewildered soul on an unfamiliar street one dark, dark night so long ago. To all of you, take heart. One day this will be a far-off memory. Trust me. Trust yourself. New introduction. 20 years, that can't be right. I'm only 25. What an amazing 20 years it has been since Living with It first appeared, especially when I think of all the people who have written to me or told me that Living with It has touched their lives, sometimes in a profound way. Equally amazing is the fact that Living with It arose from my own experience of anxiety, which is now little more than a distant rumble in my memory. When I was presented with the opportunity to revise and expand this little book for its anniversary edition, I wondered how much of the original material I would want to change. I'm delighted to say that apart from a few tweaks here and there, for instance, I've backed off criticising it so much, for reasons which are revealed within, the original message remains the same. Get your thinking right, and the rest will follow. The exciting part of this process was the opportunity to expand the book with additional insights that I've gained through the years, and to bring home even more clearly the message from my original introduction. Take heart. One day this will all be a far-off memory. It, or it, is certainly that for me, and it, or it, can be that for you too. With love, Bev.
If you have picked up this book,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?